What's going on, everybody? In today's video, we're going to look over Indi and some recent news. We're going to look over how much their revenue has grown, and I'm going to show you some things to look out for on the chart. And first off, let's look at what news is going on. Now, this news regarding a silicon transceiver just dropped the other day, and I wanted to talk about it for a second here. This is a 240 gigahertz silicon transceiver, and according to this press release, it offers unprecedented sensing resolution and system performance. Fully integrated solution encompasses all transmitter, receiver, and antenna functionality in a single chip. It enables the highest precision use cases within auto tech and industrial applications, and they're sampling lead partners now with the production ramp that's slated for the second half of 2024. So we will have to wait a little while to see this come to fruition, but let's keep reading here. Indi has launched the world's first commercial fully integrated 240 gigahertz radar front end, or RFE, silicon transceiver. This device builds upon the success of Indi's previously released 120 gigahertz solution, expanding the company's portfolio of short-range, high-precision, and high-resolution terahertz frequency radar solutions. And the big thing here is there's initiatives such as the NCAP, or New Car Assessment Program in Europe, and they're driving the use of these higher frequency radars because of higher resolution. And this new higher frequency enables superior precision 240 gigahertz radar is leveraged for new and rapidly emerging vehicle dynamics and monitoring applications, such as changing suspension settings to dynamically adapt ride quality, and also things such as monitoring gas tank levels, among many other use cases. And gas tank monitoring has actually been accelerated through recent European regulation. I'm kind of curious why that is. It also can help things like surface inspection, security scanners. Indi's 240 gigahertz solution can readily address these industrial terahertz frequency applications, which is estimated to be a $1.8 billion opportunity by the year 2028. And as said by the Senior Vice President of Indi Semiconductor's radar systems and software, we're proud to offer a solution that not only enhances safety within vehicle cabins, but also revolutionizes industrial monitoring applications. Our latest high-frequency radar is a game changer in resolution, integration, and system cost. Now, a lot of that flies right over my head. I think the point is we're going to need higher frequency radars. Better resolution means better fine-tuning, seeing more important things on the road, and getting better indications by the radar system telling the computer of the car what to do, such as changing suspension if they see a rocky surface, such as knowing a very accurate amount of mileage you have until you need to get more gas. And they may even pick up on things that might be missed otherwise and save a life or two. But let me know what you guys think about this news, and let's look at the chart. There are some levels to watch out for. We did just recently see a death cross. And first off, I'll leave this down below for you guys, but this is silicon radar, which has been acquired by Indi Semiconductor, and actually shows their different transceivers. Here's the 120 gigahertz, but it's definitely interesting stuff. Make sure you check out the link down below. Now, looking at the chart, we are in this kind of tightening up over the long term. You know, we have a couple different points that we hit this top resistance. We have a couple of points that we've bounced off of, and we just bounced off this support again. I think if we can break this, that'll be very bad news. That'll break the pattern. We'll see a pullback maybe coming up to earnings if it does get broken. We just recently saw our death cross, which isn't a good sign, and the moving averages are bearish. We are under them, and they are pointing downwards. And looking at the EMAs as well, they are bearish too. They just flipped to a bearish sequence with the 200 now on the top, the 100 in the middle, and the 50 on the bottom. That is the opposite order that we want. It is encouraging to see a nice bounce here right on what seemed like support. So there is a possibility we just push up, eventually find this resistance somewhere up here. And what I really want to see is a break above roughly 850 and sustained there. If we can see 850 and sustain it, we will eventually get back to a golden cross. We'll eventually get back to bullish EMAs and moving averages. I don't want to see this continue trending lower, but zooming out a bit, you'll see it's really just been kind of tightening up. We hit our low back in May of 2022. It's been trending up since. Or you could look at it like we hit our high in November of 2021 and it's been trending down since. The main point here is a lot of sideways, more like consolidation. We're not creating new highs, nor are we creating new lows. We are just kind of bouncing in the middle. Now, one thing I want to show you guys that I think is huge with Indi, and I really haven't seen revenue growth like it. It reminds me of the CleanSpark days when Bitcoin was just on a huge tear, and CleanSpark was continuing to post better and better revenues per quarter. Now, what Indi's expecting in their next earnings, they're expecting $60 million in revenue. And I remember back here in the 2021 area, when they were pulling right around 10 million in revenue. So they've just about 6x their revenue in only roughly 2 years. One thing that's encouraging on the chart is the RSI is bouncing from being oversold, and the MACD did just cross. So this may be that turnaround point that we need, that bounce off of that support, and hopefully a continued move upwards. But I'm still extremely bullish on this company. They're going to continue growing revenue. They've made some amazing acquisitions. These execs honestly can't be beat. They have literally decades of experience working together and have successfully sold a successful company to Skyworks Solution. They created this company called Axiom. Later on, it was sold to Skyworks, which some of the execs did work there as well. But these guys are very experienced. They know how to put out the right patents. They know how to give the semiconductor market what it needs. And they, as well as I know, we are facing a huge growing industry where semiconductors needed in the auto market are going to drastically increase over time. But let me know how you guys are feeling about the chart. We definitely have some mixed signals here and there. And let me know what you think about this radar news. Despite the lackluster chart, these guys continue to impress me and only make me more and more confident in Indi as a high conviction stock. But thanks as always for watching, guys, and take it easy.